Alright guys, we are back with another video. We're going to showcase some of my latest pickups. I did something a little bit silly, so in preparation for the Oz National, which is happening this weekend. By the time this video comes out, it'll be after the Oz National. Went a little bit of a spending spree just to get some of my showcase cards, and I've actually gone a little bit over my budget, and I've pretty much run out of money to spend at the actual card show itself. But we have some really nice cards here, and hopefully I can sell some cards at the card show itself to still buy some more cards there. So this first little lot was $335. Three very nice cards here of legends from the NFL. First up, a player that is, I guess quite iconic, Rob Gronkowski, the Super Bowl on-card auto. These Super Bowl autos, which are on-card, tend to go for a higher price. I think I had it valued at around $250-ish. Next up, Mike Singletary, out of 10, flawless on-card auto. Again, a very nice card as well. And then the final card from this lot itself, Shannon Sharp, who is in the media a fair bit. The Hall of Fame impeccable on-card auto. Doesn't really have the nicest looking autograph, but out of 49. So these three, $350, $335 actually. So I think I'd value this at around 450. So that's what I'm valuing in my head. If I actually sell it for that price, obviously we shall see that in the future. One of my, I'll say my favorite card shop in Australia, Cherry had a massive sale to kind of celebrate the the grand final a few weeks ago. So they had 25% all of their AFL singles, and I went on a massive buying spree. This was sort of the start of me spending a lot of money, but yeah, 25% off a lot of their singles, and these cards were actually fairly priced. So you'll see some of the ones I go through here, and I think, again, I think you'll agree with me. So first up, we have George Wardlaw as I hide the next card. I got 3 of his coppers. He finished second in the Rising Star, and yeah, he's going to be one of the better young players from the North Melbourne Footy Club who's finally trending up. But 3 of his copper signatures, they were $125, so 25% off, ended up being $93.75 for each of these. I think they're actually valued at around $150 each. So I'll bring these to the card show and we'll see if they sell itself, but otherwise I'll have them on eBay. But I think $93 for each of these is a really good price. Considering his teammate, I'm not comparing him directly to Harry Sheezel, but like Harry Sheezel's go for like $250 to $300 plus for his copper signature, and they're going to be an elite pairing for the future in that young Roos midfield. Next up, all these cards coming up were $18.75, so they ended up being $25 on the Cherry website minus the 25%. Leakalia, he played very well, had a few highlight-worthy sort of plays. Great defender out of the Giants, again, a young player. I thought this was a great find for $18.75. There's a few of these that I have, but former number 1 pick from 22, Aaron Cadman, actually played very well this season. Him and Jesse Hogan are an elite pairing as well for the Giants. Yeah, he kind of came out this year, which is really good. So $18.75 for a rising young forward. I mean, I could see this card being a $100 card in the future. I think it's probably valued at around $40 to $50 at the moment. But again, $18.75. Yeah, to get multiple of them, I'm really happy with that one. Jake Waterman, he actually made the All-Australian team this season. If you told me at the start of the season that he was going to make the All-Australian team again, I would have been quite shocked, but he absolutely killed it for the Eagles. $18.75 for a Future Force signature. In this year, I don't actually think he has like a signature with his West Coast Eagles uniform. Next up, we have Bailey Humphrey and Mac Andrew, 2 players from the Gold Coast Suns. Both gold signatures, which are more short printed, out of 90. These were $30 each, and I obviously came down from $40, but $30 each. I actually bought one of these of Mac Andrew a couple months ago for like $80. So to find one for $30, I think is a steal, and I think this is like $100 plus cards. They're probably the best find from the Cherry sale. And Bailey Humphrey, I still believe him. I think he had a bit of second-year blues, but he had a really good rookie season. Very Dusty-like, Jordan DeGoey-like, a midfielder who can push forward, I think, into the future. But yeah, 2 nice cards here. And then we have some more cards that went for $18.75, down from $25. Max Michelini, I think he finished like 3rd or 4th in the Crows Best and Fairest. A really good young Crows defender. Some more Aaron Cadman autos or signatures, coppers. Again, more the lower end, but out of 175. You could technically say it's a low number, being 11 out of 175. So that's another great find there. And then another really good young forward for the North Melbourne Kangaroos. We have Paul Curtis. I heard a rumor, and I think this is actually true. And he's not a big player by any means. I don't know. It doesn't have his statistics on the back of it or anything like that. But I heard a rumor he benches like 160 kilos, and he's a small forward. So it's just crazy to see what some of the numbers these guys put up. So yeah, 160 kilos for a small forward. I think it's actually the best in his team as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the AFL that's like the best, sort of kilo to power ratio or power to kilo ratio out there. So pretty incredible. I did hear that off a podcast, and I do think it's actually true. Next up, a really nice find here. Chris Olave Kaboom. This was the last card I purchased. I didn't want to purchase any more cards, but the price it was going for, I was like, I have to purchase this no matter what, even if it means I've got to dig into my card show funds. And I think it is worth it because I bought this for just over $300 Aussie. And I think if you're looking at PSA 9, PSA 10 prices, this is a great find here. I think Raw probably should be going for around 500. So I think I could easily flip it and make more than, around double my money back, if just a little bit less. But Chris Olave is one of the best young wide receivers in the league. Was drafted a couple of years ago in that draft with Drake London. Drake London actually got drafted before him. And look, time is still on their side, but Chris Olave's performed really well the last couple of seasons. I think he's had 1,000+ yard receiving seasons. Hasn't made the Pro Bowl yet, but $300 I think is a great find, and Kabooms are selling very well. If this doesn't sell at the Oz National, I think this will go to America for consignment because, again, I'd rather just get quick cash and make a quick flip on it, even if it isn't maximizing my profit. All right, we have some nice on-card autos, sort of veteran on-card autos. Again, I don't know if all this will fit into the showcase. My plan is to have 2 showcases versus the one that I normally have at the Oz National or at card shows. But yeah, next up we have Cedric Maxwell. This is a Lux auto out of 49, the metal card. This was $25. I like the autograph on this. It got the white ink on it as well. Is a chunkier and slightly heavier card, but cool nonetheless. This is a very nice card. Bill Lambier, Spectra on-card auto with the 2-color patch there. That is game worn as well, out of 25. This one was $45, and in this sort of black one touch, I think it shows off some of those colors really well. And then last up, we have Larry Nance, on-card impeccable auto. This one was $20. Moving on to the next lot, shout out to Yaron from All Sports Cards 1, put him up on the screen. But again, I put a request on my Instagram asking if anyone wanted to sell off some of their cards before the card show itself. Just because, again, I'll be buying the show itself when I do have a bit more money, but I always find dealing at the show itself can be hard because you're talking to people, you're selling cards, and when people come up to you without a price for their cards itself, it's a lot of attention wasted, and it's sort of like, I think if people can be efficient and actually give a price itself at the show, it helps, but if dealing before the show can give me some deals as well, and can save that time in terms of that process, I'd rather do that. So we made a deal, and this one was $380 here. Really nice, diverse lot here. God, this is a really nice lot. I really like this one a lot. So this lot was actually done before the cat trade. So obviously now he's on the Knicks, but Karl Anthony Towns solved the game out of 25. But yeah, really nice card. Obviously a chunk from a shoe that he's worn in game. These are very thick cards here. Like when he sent this one to me, I actually thought that he sent me extra cards. I was like, oh, this is really heavy. He might have sent me extra cards, but I've got 3 of these cards, so you can obviously see how the package was, ended up being quite large. Next up, we have Karl Malone as well, out of 60. Again, a cool piece, an all-time player. 3rd on the all-time scoring list now that LeBron and Kareem are above him and Michael Jordan's behind him. But yeah, just a cool card again. Really, it's just, like you're not going to find another Karl Malone card like this. Like he's not playing anymore, obviously. So it's just really cool card. And yeah, obviously a game-worn shoe there. If we talk about diversity, he had a Trevon Diggs Gold Shimmer out of 10, SGC 8.5. I think I'll just send this one into consignment because I don't know if I'll find a buyer down here in Australia, and I'd rather send it to America, where Dallas is obviously one of the bigger market teams in the NFL. We have also a triple game worn patch here, Zach LaVine, Rudy Gay, and Julius Randle. Cool card here. This was actually the card I didn't want, but he ended up throwing it in for me. So yeah, cool that Randall also got traded as well on that deal. So maybe it does help the price a little bit. This is the card I actually really wanted initially, this and the next card, but Giannis, NT patch, like 2-color patch, chunky, out of 25, game worn. Yeah, just a really, really nice looking card as well. And as we're getting towards the NBA season, I think NBA cards will be selling really well. And then the very last card here, I think Dominique always sells well, whether it's jerseys, his autos, and his shoes, because obviously he released a shoe himself. This is just cool here. Like, look how thick again the card is. Soul of the game, Dominique Wilkins, player from the 80s, one of the best dunkers of all time. Out of, what is it? Out of 16 as well. So again, you're not going to find these cards too easily. Game worn, game used, as you can see there. So just a really, really cool card here. And we'll see how that goes in the showcase as well. All right, next lot I got from Henry. We've spoken a fair bit at card shows himself, a young collector. And this, again, when it comes to Instagram and stuff like that, if any of you guys do follow me and I don't follow you back, please comment down below, especially if you watch the YouTube channel, because I don't check my YouTube followers at all. Sorry, my Instagram followers at all. So I didn't realize that Henry had his own card Instagram, which I'll plug on the screen. But yeah, if any of you guys follow me, I know a lot of you guys talk to me on your own personal Instagram and stuff like that. But if you have your own card Insta and you don't post anything personal, I like to keep it strictly cards, let me know in the comments down below and I will follow you guys back. But we did have a little lot deal here. This totaled out at $220. So headlined by the Paolo Banchero, courtside out of 99, the Disco. Really hard to comp this one at the moment because the last few sales are PSA 10s, but we kind of valued this at around $115. And then the card itself that was also part of the deal initially was this Walker Kessler out of 50 PSA 10. This one was $60. I still believe in Walker Kessler. I think it's still quite young. Centers obviously mature a little bit later, so we'll see how he goes. But he had a really down second season, and the Jazz were preferring to start John Collins. And I was a big John Collins collector initially, but I think Walker Kessler long-term would be the guy that I'd want starting for that team. And then at the end, he said if I wanted this card, and, I'd say he's a relative superstar in the league at the moment, but De'Aaron Fox, PSA 9 auto, he threw this one in for $55. So a nice little lot there, again, for around $220. Shout out to you, Henry. And then we have the final lot. This one came in at just under $400. It was $396. It's entirely NFL, but really cool pieces here. Again, it's going to be a bit more of a tricky one to break down. I think there's obviously a lot of quantity here, but when I broke it down in my own head, I thought it was worth more than double. And if it's worth more than double and there's a fair chunk in it, you kind of have to weigh up again, like, you're making more than double your money, but is it actually worth breaking it down? And I think in this case, it will be worth breaking down because there are, again, some really cool cards. So let's run through it. We have some legends of the game: Steve Largent, game worn jersey, triple jersey, Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Justin Jefferson, three of the great wide receivers from the Vikings, Ronnie Lott, game worn jersey, Randy Moss, immaculate out of 84 jersey, player worn, but still a really cool card. The next card probably might be my favorite one from the entire lot. Ed Reed, chunky patch here, legend for the Baltimore Ravens, immaculate out of 5. It is player worn and not game worn, annoyingly enough. Next up, we have Deshaun Jackson. This one will be game worn considering it is older. Panini from NFL. We have Paul Warfield. Don't know who that is, but I assume he's a wide receiver from the way he's posing. Game worn from NT Jersey. As we keep moving on, we have Tom Brady, first year Prism, PSA 10. Card, we have Drew Brees, Refractor, PSA 9. Aaron Rodgers, Refractor, PSA 9. Aaron Rodgers jersey from Luminance. Randy Moss, Threads jersey. One of the coolest cards in the lot as well. Ronald Jones, NT. It's a player worn. Is that a patch? Yeah, it's the size over there, but one of one. It is a cool card. He had a really good season, I think 2019, 2020, but unfortunately sort of dropped off. He was on the Chiefs. I don't even know if he's on the team anymore, but unfortunately with running backs, they do not have the longest career lifespans just because of all the hits they do take. Next up, we have a quad jersey from the Vikings: Adrian Peterson, Percy Harvin, Christian Ponder, Kyle Rudolph, Tony Gonzalez, game-worn jersey, Julio Jones, Topps Inception, 2-color patch there from rookie year, Darrell Revis, Threads, Dallas Goddard, I don't know how to say his name, but Optic Auto, We also have Hassan Reddick, blue optic auto. Najee Harris, who's had a bit of a bounce back season, which is good, but SP Authentic Future Watch out of 299. Chad Johnson or Chad Ocho Cinco. This is, I actually was trying to look this up, but like it's from 2021 Panini. I don't actually know what set that is, but still a cool card of a legend of the game. Moving on, some more cards. Nolan Smith, Silver Prism Auto. DeAndre Swift, Silver Prism Auto. Devonta Smith, Absolute Auto Rookie. Warren Sapp, Silver Prism Auto. Larry Fitzgerald, Game Worn Jersey. Lenny Moore, Signatures Auto. Trent Williams, Gold Standard 3-color patch. One of the best offensive linemen of all time. We have Isaac Bruce, Playbook Jersey Auto. And then we have some other cards to finish off here. He also threw some in, but Alex Smith, rookie. God, I'm probably just selling that one for like $5. Deion Sanders, PSA 9, tops traded. Johnny Unitas, Don Russ, Game Worn Jersey, BGS 9, which is a very cool card. Chris Long, Score Auto, and then he just threw these ones in. Tim Duncan tops, Larry Johnson, Eli Manning. But yeah, some cool cards there. Yeah, guys, that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, this video would have come out after the Oz National itself, so hopefully some of you guys picked up some of the cards that I would have had on display from this mail day. If you guys are enjoying the content, as always, leave a like down below, comment down below, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Take care.